Welcome back to Wigs with Scarlett. Today I'm doing the wig review for this gorgeous piece. This is Blaze by Estetica Design in one of their new reds. You know I love my reds. This is a gorgeous color, Mandarin Rooted. If you are looking at this style or this color, stay tuned. It's coming right up. And as always, please subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying what I'm doing. Coming right up, Blaze in Mandarin Rooted. All right, welcome back. Today I'm doing the wig review for Blaze by Estetica in the color Mandarin Rooted. This is a beautiful, gorgeous, beachy waved, long, stunning piece. And we're gonna talk all about this style and this color. This is one of their newer colors, and I'm loving that some of the synthetics are coming out with some gorgeous reds. So I want to start out, as I usually do, by showing you this lovely piece from all sides. Then we'll talk about our measurements, the cap, and get into this color. So this is her from the front, from the left, the back, and the right. How pretty. So I love a beachy wave, and Blaze is definitely my type of wave pattern. It's just soft waves, beautiful waves, and a lot of things I'm really liking about this piece. Now, I don't normally wear long synthetics. As you guys know, I do wear a lot of human hair. So when I go longer, I'm generally gonna go for human hair because of the tangling that can happen with synthetics. However, with this particular wig, I would probably wear her. I would wear her though, probably in an updo, either a pony or a claw clip updo, just because I don't have a lot of experience dealing with all that tangling, and I know that it can become an issue, but not everybody can afford long human hair. And so I definitely want to show it all and make sure you guys are seeing some of the longer, gorgeous synthetics, because we all have budgets and price points, and this beauty is going to cost a lot less than a long human hair wig. All right, so let's get into the dimensions on this lovely girl. Now, another thing I want to point out is when they give you measurements with synthetic wigs, it's very different than the measurements you're getting with human hair wigs. So I want to clarify that, because at first when I saw the dimensions, I was like, that doesn't seem right to me. But what I realized is that with synthetics, they're measuring from the nape to the ends of the hair. Whereas with human hair, they measure from the crown to the ends of the hair. So that is what I figured out, and that is what I'm going to talk to you about today. All right, so the front has some layers, and the shortest layer is 12 inches, so that's going to come down, about here, and it waves in. You're going to come about 12 inches is about there, okay? And the crown is 12.5. So from here, it's got some layers. So here's a layer right here that's a 12.5 layer. So you do have some layering in this piece, which is important to note. The sides are 13.25. And the nape, and I'm going to go over this, the nape, from the nape to the ends is 15.5. However, if you're measuring from the crown, and a lot of people understand measurements from the crown for human hair, it's actually a 23.5-inch piece when it's straightened. So that 15.5 goes from the nape. From the crown, you're looking at 23.5, which means it is a long, glamorous wig. It's got a lot of length. It's long and beautiful. Look at that. Just do that. Woo, yes. It is very, very pretty. Very, very sexy. It is not, however, overly heavy. I can honestly say that. Human hair definitely weighs more than synthetic hair, and this one just feels really light on my head, And it weighs 5.64 ounces, so a little bit under 6 ounces. You're gonna have it weigh more than a short style, but to me, it just really doesn't feel heavy at all. So I am really enjoying this piece. The thing that I love about Blaze, as opposed to my human hair, is this gorgeous beachy wave isn't gonna come out, right? So what I'm doing with my long human hair wigs, I will wave them to look like this. And in a day, sometimes even a couple hours, all that curl falls. And you'll still have some wave, but it won't keep a wave like this. So I always say this, synthetics have their perks and human hair has their perks, and they're two different camps of the same alternative hair vibe, right? So I would love to have a wig that did not lose its wave. In a longer style. I would love that, and here she is. So, and she's a gorgeous red, and you know how I am about reds. So I'm going to show you up close the hairline and the part line, which I was very impressed with. Before that, I wanna let you know that this is a synthetic, not heat friendly. So the good thing about synthetics that are not heat friendly is the fibers are not as delicate, and they're gonna hold up longer over time. So even if you get some tangles and you need to get those tangles out, the fibers are a lot stronger than your heat-friendly fibers. So you don't apply heat to keep them looking good, but you can work on getting tangles out without worrying as much about the fibers just collapsing on you. So you do have some shine, you know, with our full synthetics that are not heat-friendly. They're a little shiny. So you would maybe want to do some dry shampoo with a blonde and a brunette. You can get dry shampoo that is for blondes or dry shampoo that is for brunettes. However, with reds, they don't have a dry shampoo that really works. And so what ends up happening on a red, if you put a dry shampoo on this, it kind of looks like a film, a powdery film on the hair. So one thing you might want to try for the shine on a red is doing like a baby powder talc powder shake, which I will show eventually in a tutorial. But there are ways to lessen the shine because it is a bit shiny, and we need to get it maybe just a little less shiny for a more natural look. However, what is really incredibly natural on this wig is the hairline and the part line. I was very impressed. So let's get up close there. So your hairline is nicely plucked. And you know I love a plucked hairline. I am not a fan of those hairlines on synthetics that are not plucked. And if they're not plucked, I end up having to pluck them, but Estetica does that for you. So I want to get up on this hairline because it's nice. Now this is a medium dark root, and they don't take the lighter hair up to the knots. So you do see a little bit of knotting, but honestly, and you know how I am about knots, but it doesn't bother me too much on this one because you can just kind of have it waved over the knots and then you really don't see it, right? So there are a few knots. There's a few knots. I still would wear it. I would just probably, instead of like going like this, I would probably push it forward a little bit and then I would be good with it. So I think with lighter colors, if they're not rooted, you probably will not see knots, but I think the hairline is very, very well done. I think it's very well done and very pretty. You don't see the lace. And unless somebody's coming like this close up to you, I don't think they're gonna ever notice or think that you're wearing anything but your own hair. All right, so let's talk about the cap. Take this beauty off and look at her cap. Now, this is a left part, so it's a left monofilament part, so you gotta like a side part. You do have a couple inches at the front, so there are ways to actually make your part look like a middle part. I did a tutorial on that if you wanted to. But technically, this is gonna give you a left monofilament part. It has your beautiful lace front going across the forehead and ending right before the ear tabs, so it doesn't go all the way down to the ear tabs. Now, these are interesting ear tabs, and I have not seen these kind on a synthetic before. It's open wefted ear tabs, but it has metal stays in here, so you can just adjust those, and they don't move once you use those metal stays. So I thought that was interesting. I have not seen ear tabs like this yet. You have a fully open wefted back, and I haven't seen this before either with an open wefted extended nape. Not seen that either. Okay, then you have the hook adjusters to make it bigger or smaller. This cap has a lot of stretch in it. I am a petite head, I'm a 21.5, and I can say that this cap fits me nicely, taking in a little bit here And the ear tabs are actually not too low, which is unusual for me, very unusual. Okay, so you have you know what, it feels a little like there's a little tiny bit of permatease in here, just at the top, like a very little bit, a very, very small amount, nothing that is noticeable or poofy to me that I can see. So unusual. I have not seen a calf like this before with those open wefted ear tabs and open wefted nape. But I will say that the cap is quite comfortable. And see, I love that plucked part. Yes, yes. Now I will probably put some powder and scar tape on that part line, as I always do, but I wanted to show you this one right out of the box. I didn't want to do a whole lot to her for a review. So let me just get her back on so we can talk about this amazing color. This is Mandarin rooted, and you can see by my face how excited I am for getting some reds that are beautiful from the brands. I struggle so much to get a beautiful red, and I'm telling you, this is a gorgeous red. So we're gonna go look at her outside as well. Just gotta get her out of my face, sorry. Something is on my face. Okay. I think I'm situated. So let's talk about this gorgeous Mandarin Rooted. Mandarin Rooted is an even 50-50 blend of a light auburn and a strawberry blonde, so like an even blend, and then it has a golden brown root. So the roots are not too dark, a golden brown root. So let's go. Let me try to not get my fingers. See, I always get my fingers in the camera. Let me try to not get my fingers in the camera as we go look at her color. And in front of my slider, you know, I always say the color's so good in front of my slider. Look at how pretty that is. Woo! Yes! I am feeling the fire. Yes! How gorgeous is this color, you guys? Oh my goodness. Let's go outside. Oop! Okay, a little windy today. A little windy today. It's all right. A little wind going on. But we also have sun. We also have sun. So let's look at that color in the sun. Oh yeah. So pretty. So pretty. A little windy. But see, you'll notice when the wind is blowing, it's got really good coverage on the sides. Look at that. Like you're not, okay, I got a little tiny bit of my gray showing there, like a little smidge, but I would feel confident in the wind wearing this. I'm not seeing a lot of my gray hair showing when it's windy. Yes, Estetica. Keep those reds coming. Make them in more styles. I just love it right here. Of course, it was windy, so now I got to get the hair out of my face and fix her up, but I am loving the color right here. Wow. Stunning. Stunning. Whew, that's a pretty color, you guys. That is a pretty color. So if you have been looking at Blaze, maybe in a different color, maybe in this one, hopefully my review was helpful. And if you're looking at this color, hopefully you got to see her in all her blazing glory. I think Blaze should only be made in a red because it's Blaze. I hope this review was helpful. And as always, I'm going to ask again to please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you with the next review. Have a good one.